Now that people are no longer panicked, at least for the moment, it's worth circling back to some of the stocks that really didn't deserve to get hammered in the big market-wide meltdown. Stocks like Veeva Systems. That's the cloud-based software company that serves the life sciences industry. These guys help drug companies capture clinical trial data and follow regulations while also making their salespeople more effective. In short, Veeva is exactly the kind of company that should be fine here. If anything, the pandemic might actually be good for business. Yet, even after the bounce this week, the stock's still down 12% from its recent highs last month. I think that's wrong. Veeva reported a phenomenal quarter 3 weeks ago. It became only the 5th software as a service company to join the $1 billion revenue club, and that's what we were talking about, the sales forces and the workdays. Nobody cared because we were too focused on COVID-19. I like the stock, and I like it a lot more into another bout of weakness. Don't take it from me, though. Let's hear from Peter Gassner. He's the founder and CEO of Veeva Systems to get a better sense of where his company's headed. Mr. Gassner, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. Great to be here virtually.
Yeah, well, Peter, I've got to tell you, you still at times don't get the benefit of the doubt, despite the fact that your stock is up 424% over the past 5 years. So I have found that every dip, including the one that happened last week, has one that has worked. And that is because I think you're indispensable. So what I was hoping you would do, without naming names, unless you can, let's say I'm a drug company and I want to beat COVID-19. But I have to do these real trials. I can't just have some professor in France say something good about me. I contact Veeva. What does Veeva do for me?
Well, Jim, we serve the life sciences industry. Those are people making medicines. And I'm really proud of the industry right now. If you look at COVID-19, our customers, they're working on testing, new types of tests, quicker tests. They're working on treatments for COVID-19, and they're working on vaccinations, the whole gamut. So what they're focused on is sort of the commercial side, go to market. They have to talk with healthcare providers so that the patients can get the right medicines. And they also have to run clinical trials so they develop new medicines. Both of those, the commercial side and the clinical trials, involve going to visit the doctors and the researchers. That's disrupted right now, because just like you and I, they're not traveling for their work now. So we're enabling them to do that virtually, both on the commercial side to teach the doctors and working with the research hospitals to get new medicines approved. So it's a really exciting and busy time for Veeva and our industry.
And you're also offering a product that seems to be a great gateway to what you do that normally you would charge, presumably, a pretty good fee for, but you just want to be open for business and show everybody that you are.
That's right. We're offering, on the commercial side, we're offering a product for the pharmaceutical sales reps to connect remotely with the doctors in a compliant way. It's called Veeva Engage, and it's based on Zoom. We're offering that free to the whole industry until September. So we've had more than 100,000 licenses provisioned, and the usage of that product is up 10x in just 2 weeks.
Wow.
So the ramp of the thing, it's just been incredible to me. The energy of the life sciences industry, there's never been a better time, because Jim, when things are tough, and which they are now, we got to admit they're tough. There's people being affected at the ground level, their health of their family, themselves, income of themselves or somebody they know. But when things get tough, you want to get going and you want to get busy and you want to get productive. That's what my father always said. Hey, if things are tough, get busy, be productive, do something about it.
I think your father's right. Now, you have a number of products these days. We used to, when we talked to you, it was just the Vault. Now, there's a piece that came out by Deutsche Bank, which said solid beat, but Vault is slowing. And that's in part because you actually said when you gave guidance that it was a little bit slower. But there were so many other things happening. I thought that maybe you could just explain why that is no longer the fulcrum of whether you should buy Veeva or not.
Oh, yeah. We have so many products now, Jim. So the scale of Veeva has changed. In 2015, we put out our goal to be $1 billion company by 2020. Well, we met that goal last year, a year and a half ahead of schedule. We reset our goals, our 5-year goals, to be a $3 billion company in 2025. So we have a broad set of products, really happy with our Vault product. And more than ever, I'm happy on what we're really doing for the industry to help move it forward.
Now, the industry itself is as countercyclical as it has ever been, right? I mean, it's got money. They're trying to invent new products. They need to do as many trials as they can. It's very, very expensive. And I don't see any slowdown occurring.
Well, there'll be temporary disruption.
Right.
So, for example, new clinical trials will be put on hold for a bit. So that'll cause a bit of disruption. But overall, yes, it's not a particularly cyclical industry because, people need their medicine in good times and bad. So that's one of the good things about the industry.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, I'm running a trial with a doctor, and we have to postpone it because the hospital literally is on lockdown. And of course, everything's devoted to COVID. So would you think investors will understand that that there's just this natural, horrible force that's making it so that everybody is a little disrupted?
Well, I think investors overall will understand that. I think the savvy investor will know that in times of stress like these, great companies, great leadership teams, and great industries, they use it as a time to innovate. Right? There's that saying, necessity is the mother of innovation. Right. So I feel that it's a time of disruption, but a time of innovation.
Now, when I go into your website, you've got a Glaxo video, but you have a terrific thing about Bristol Myers and how you work with Dr. Caforio, who's doing so many great things. Maybe you can give some of our viewers just a quick insight of what is being said there, because I thought it really clarifies what Veeva does when you address Bristol.
Well, with Bristol Myers, we have a number of things going on with Bristol Myers, all the way from, first of all, they did a merger, right? A big merger with Celgene. We helped them to do that in a very expeditious way so they can get on and be efficient and take care of patients. And then with Bristol Myers, we work with them from the quality and manufacturing to the clinical trials, all the way out to the doctor's office. So we do a tremendous amount of things with BMS. Great company.
And then finally, the acquisition, your fits in pretty well so far?
Absolutely. Yeah. So happy with that. And we announced a new product today based on that, a big new product, the Veeva Data Cloud. Crossix, they're in your area, Jim. They're in New York City. People that are focused on data science and big data around patient data. And that's a tremendous area because, in precision medicine, you have to get to know the patients and the patient population so that you can bring the medicine to the right people.
And that's just a huge amount of data, and I know you can handle it. Peter Gassner, founder and CEO of Veeva, which has been an amazing company. Thank you so much for coming on the show, sir.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Take a look at the stock. Take a look at the chart. Every time it got hit, and there's some analysts who decided it's not growing like it used to, it's been the right time to buy, including this one. Mad Money's back after the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.